This is an equation involving radicals. And in solving this problem, the first thing we have to do is to get rid of the radical signs. We do that by squaring the left-hand side of the equation and do the same for the right-hand side of the equation. How do we expand the left-hand side? You would recall that if you are to expand the basic surd, like the root of a minus the root of b all squared, when you do the expansion for this, you're going to have a plus b minus 2 root ab. So if you bring the same idea to this left hand side, then we'll be having 3x plus 4, which is synonymous to what a is doing on this side, plus x plus 2, which does that of b, then minus 2, multiplied by the root of 3x plus 4 and x plus 2. So by having this type of arrangement, it means that this radical sign goes along with the square, so we're left with x minus 3. Now we simplify this further. This gives 4x plus 6. And what you have here remains the same. 3x plus 4 then x plus 2 equals x minus 3. Next, we can take the negative 2 roots, whatever you have under the radical sign, to the right hand side and bring this to the left hand side and simplify. When you do that, you're going to have 3x plus 9, and on this side you have 2, and then the square root of 3x plus 4 and x plus 2. Next, we square both sides of the equation again to get rid of the last radical sign we have. So when you square that, so on this side we have 9x squared plus 54x plus 81. And on this side we have a 4 because you take the square for 2 and you do the same for the rest. Why I wrote this is because the square here must have cancel out the radical sign here. Now what is left here is to also do the same expansion for the right hand side. So this gives 12x squared plus 40x plus 32. Now putting that side by side with what we already have, plus 54x plus 81, we try to simplify and know that you have 3x squared minus 14x minus 49 equals 0. So by factorization, you have 3x plus 7, x minus 7 equals 0. And then we know that we're going to have x to be equal to 7 and x equals negative 7 over 3. Now we have to check which of these answers is true. It could be both and it could be 1. Now looking at the original equation, 3x plus 4 minus the root of x plus 2 and the root of x minus 3. Taking the first result, which is 7, if you put that here, you have 25, and if you put that here, you have 9. Okay, and here if you put that here as well, you have 4. So this basically works. 5 minus 3 equals 2. Now on looking at the second result, we can see that it doesn't answer the question. If you put that here, what you have under the root still remain positive. If you put it here, however, what you have under the root is not positive, it's negative, and we cannot have a negative sign under the radical sign in this case, because that will be a complex number. So if you look at what we have here again, you're going to see that you have negative. When you put a negative 7/3 here, it's going to be having another negative. So in that case, we'll have to discard the negative 7 third we have here and stick with x equals to 7 as the answer.